What is up, YEG? Guys, I am so excited. You already know it is Thursday, so that means we are back with another episode of Expose Weekly. Y'all, we are on episode 22 of Expose Weekly. Like, that is unreal. That is unreal to me. Like, every single time I come on here and I feel like I say the same thing because, like, I'm like shooketh. Like I love doing this. Like I love learning about our community leaders, hearing what's going on in our community, and just getting that extra motivation and whatnot. Just reminding us that we can accomplish anything that we put our minds to, okay? And even in Edmonton, okay? But guys, before we get started here, we got to do a little bit of housekeeping. So let's get that done so we can get to the do. You know what I mean? So guys, if y'all don't know, if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Daisy. I am the founder of Exposed, and I'm going to be your host tonight. If you guys have never tuned into Exposed Weekly, basically we are just sharing the amazing stories of our community leaders, from creatives to entrepreneurs, business owners, all that good stuff. Like basically anyone that is doing something in the community. So it is super, super exciting to come on here every single time and just share with you guys something new. Um, so guys, if you don't know, tomorrow is Fresh Friday. So what that means, y'all, is that tomorrow we are going to be sharing everything that is fresh in our community, okay? And that is all across Alberta. So if you are not in Edmonton, that is okay. We still want to hear what you are doing, okay? So if you have an event coming on, you just released new music, you have a show, like anything, especially with everything changing with the restrictions, please send it our way, because we want to make sure that as many people know about the amazing things that you are doing, okay? Because you guys are working so hard. Like, I see how y'all are moving, okay? And I am just in awe. I am in awe. So if you guys are watching and you're a business owner, creative, or you're just doing stuff in the community, if you're volunteering, whatever that looks like, I want to say good job. You're killing it, okay? And I love to see all that you guys are doing. Guys, if you have something that you want to share, or you just want to share yourself or your business, and be like, I want to get this out to as many people as I can, send it our way. We would love to feature you for Feature Friday. So every Friday we feature one creative or business. If you send us something, we will post you, because we want to share the amazing things that you're doing. Okay, we are all about connecting, collaborating, and growing together. Okay, so that is what we are about, y'all. Let me think. Let me make sure that I'm not forgetting anything, you know what I mean? Because we need to make sure we do all the housekeeping. But on top of that, if you guys are like, oh, Exposed Weekly is so freaking awesome. Who wouldn't say that? I want to be on there. I want to share my story. I want to share what I'm doing in the community. Please send us a message, because we are always looking for new stories to share, okay? Because you guys are awesome. Like I said, like, you guys are constantly working, you guys are constantly doing your thing and all that good stuff. But guys, we have such an incredible guest that is going to be joining us today. We actually had this guest on at the beginning of our series, I believe episode 7. I may be wrong, okay? You guys know how I am with remembering certain things, okay? But I am so excited to have her come back on and just really deep dive into what she is doing, and basically how we can learn from her, because she is doing some incredible things, and she has so much insight into the business field that it's honestly unreal. Like, this person, y'all, you're going to want to follow. You're going to want to get connected and all that good stuff, because even just following her, you're going to learn so much, okay? So guys, without further ado, let me make sure all is well here. Oh, don't see. Let's see. see. There we go. Perfect. We will wait for her to join. But guys, also comment down below a highlight of your week so far. Like, let me know something that you are grateful for, something that was just like, wow, God is good. You know what I mean? Comment it down below because I want to hear how your guys' week has been going. And even if it hasn't been that great, I want to hear what it do. You know what I mean? But guys, let me know what is happening. And again, if you guys would like to be a part of this, please, please, please do reach out to us. Okay, let me see. We are just getting all set up here. I am seeing a lot of amazing people in this room, y'all. We have Swabby's Kitchen, K Riz, Lash Nuru, Ilmonton. We have Farat, my brother. We have hashtag glam. Um, we have so many people in here, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me see. Maybe a little bit of technical difficulties, y'all. As per usual, what is an exposed episode, as I like to say, without a little bit of technical difficulties? It's not a good show, you know what I mean? Yes, I hope you guys are all doing well. You guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day so far. Yeah. Have you been seeing the weather that we've been having? I don't know about y'all, but I'm loving it. Like McDonald's. Okay. I know, I'm a jokester. I know. I know. No, but seriously, this weather is unreal. Like, I'm trying to think back at September's, and I don't think we've had this warm of weather, like this far into September. I know it's only like the beginning, the first week. But no, this weather is popping, y'all. I'm just making sure all is well here. I'm gonna see. Let's see here. Mm-mm. So, guys, our guest that we are going to be having on here is YEG Marketer, y'all. Okay. Makeda, I hope I'm saying, I feel like I might be saying it wrong. I'm actually horrible with this. I always think too much into it, and I was like, and then I get nervioso. Yes, nervioso is what I said, y'all. But we are having YEG Marketer come on. If you guys don't know who Makeda is, she is a self-employed branding consultant and marketing manager with a 35% conversion ratio, okay? Conversion rate. She has contracted her services to CBC News, QuickBooks, the government of Alberta, and she also blog features on CNBC Make It, the HuffPost, Glassdoor, HubSpot, and more. Guys, this woman is doing some incredible, incredible things. Like, y'all don't even understand. And guys, when she's not doing business, which I don't even know how she like with everything she's doing, I don't know how she finds time. But when she's not doing business, she loves taking nature walks, exercising, and cooking. Like, y'all, we are going to talk about some awesome, awesome things today. In our first conversation we had with her, at the very beginning of our series, we just got, we just touched the surface, y'all. Okay, we didn't dig deep and really hear from her, and gain some insight into marketing and all that stuff. So y'all, before she even comes on here, I want you guys to share this with any of your business owner friends, any of your creatives, because the things that we're going to be talking about today, you guys are going to want to hear. Okay. And guys, grab a notebook and whatnot. Even if you don't have a notebook, that is okay, because we are going to also post this episode after. But we are going to be talking about some incredible things. We're going to talk about if you're wanting to go from a full-time job to freelancing and just being your own boss. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about different marketing tools, basically about personal branding. And we're going to figure out, okay, how do we connect with her? You know what I mean? How do we reach out and learn about her services and all that good stuff? Guys, I'm just trying to see what to do. Um, And guys, I don't know if you guys know, but we actually had an event last Saturday with the Commudio and Room 11 and C Tribe X Music. And it was super, super incredible. We had a back to school event where we had some live music from Prime, Eric Rush, and I actually performed as well, which was a super, super awesome opportunity, especially just to get outside and just really connect with the community. It's always like so amazing for me. Like I'm always filled with so much joy after those events because I'm like, yeah, like I usually meet some really amazing people and I'm just able to um connect and all that stuff. Okay. We are just seeing here, y'all. But yeah, guys, episode 22. What the heck? How are we here? Blessed. Hashtag blessed. And as you guys can see here, this is some pretty amazing stuff. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think I have to take out these so that we can I hope this works, y'all. Let's do this. Let me put these away. Let's see. Okay. This should work, y'all. I'm super, super freaking excited. Okay, there we go. How are you?
Feeling good today. How are you?
I'm so, so good. Thank you so much for joining us. We are super, super excited. Oh, guys, of course. Let's just position this a little bit better. Okay. Such is life. This is great. How is your day going?
Good. I was able to go to the library today instead of doing business from home, which was very refreshing. So glad I left the house.
No, definitely. Have you checked out the new library downtown?
No, I pass by it sometimes, but I need to check it out.
Yeah, no, I need to check it out too. Like I've seen pictures in there. I'm like, wowza nowza. Yes, guys, that is something that I say. But I definitely want to check it out with my little and whatnot. But yes, okay, we are so excited. I've been telling everyone about you, giving a little bit of background and whatnot. I know the last time we chatted was like probably like a year ago plus. And we really just got to touch the surface on who you are and what you do and all that good stuff. So this time when we have you come on here, I really wanted to dive a little bit deeper and basically just really learn about what you do and stuff and ask questions. And then if we have enough time, y'all, maybe we'll get you guys to ask a couple questions. So guys, pay attention. If there's anything that you want to, ask her, please, please, please drop it in the comments when the time comes. Okay. Okay. I just want to confirm because I feel like I always mess this up. Makita. Okay, see, guys, I said it wrong the first time, but I trusted myself. I went with my heart, my instincts, and I got it. Okay, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Okay, let's get started with this because you know what? I know everybody's pumped and they're sick of hearing me talk. So I guess we'll start just in case nobody knows who you are and what you do. Do you mind telling us who you are, what you do, all that good stuff?
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Makita Waterman. I'm very, very passionate about marketing. I've been running my own company for 7 years. I've worked with a number of different companies, but really the main goal is just trying to be like a marketing scientist, look in the back end of people's marketing issues and fix problems. And so it's a bit of the digital marketing as well as coaching and consulting at the same time.
No, that is incredible. Like I was telling everyone, you do so much stuff and you offer so much insight. Even just following you, like you can learn so much. Like I have learned so much. So can you tell us a little bit about the services you offer? And tell us what your most requested service is.
Yeah, right now a lot of companies have been coming to me for social media captions. I even get one-off small business owners who just need consulting. Like they have Instagram and LinkedIn and TikTok, but they have no idea what they're doing. So I'll sit with them for an hour and give them some feedback and tell them how they can improve. I do a number of different things other than the digital. I also try to help companies kind of look at their branding and offer some support on how they can show up authentically as themselves and attract customers and opportunities.
No, that is incredible. So, guys, if you are a business owner, you are creative, and you're just wanting to really brand yourself and make sure that you're getting the message out that you want to, you already know what to do. Okay, go and hit up YEG Marketer. Okay, and like I said, even just having her and following her, you're going to gain so much insight. So in your bio, you mentioned that you have a 35% conversion rate. So I know a lot of people may hear that and be like, what does that mean? So I guess, can you explain to us what that means?
Yeah, usually within the first 3 months of working with the company, we have like an email marketing strategy or whatever it is that they're trying to fix. And we come in and we kind of test the strategy and then the content that I create, and we try to see what percentage it is that the number of customers that they're getting back. And so consistently throughout, I've been able to do that number. And if there are any issues, then we kind of scale back and say, maybe we should change the messaging. Maybe this is off. Maybe we're on the wrong platform. So it's just kind of about testing and seeing what works.
No, that is incredible. So a 35% conversion rate, like that is incredible. Like you're sending out 100 messages, y'all, and 35 clients are coming out of it. Whatever your clients look like, whether that's people tapping in to whatever service that you are providing, whether they're tapping in to, your music or anything like that, guys, you already know what to do. Okay. I'm going to say it a lot during this. You already know how I am. So, and if you don't, you're going to learn today. So could you tell us, I was really interested. I know I'm interested in this question, and I know there's a lot of people on here who are probably thinking this, and they're always thinking this. But what would you say your top tips would be for someone who is thinking of going from their full-time job to freelancing or running a remote business? So basically being their own boss.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started 7 years ago, I literally, once work was done at 4, I'd go home, I'd take a shower, and then it was just business. I was in a relationship at the time, so literally I had no social life as far as making new friends. It was just work, full-time work, freelancing, and then my boyfriend at the time. And I spent a lot of time on the internet looking for customers. I wasn't on social media at that time. I was on sites like Upwork and Guru.com. Mm-hmm. These are things that you can kind of start off doing. I don't recommend them for too long because these websites take a commission fee for every customer that you get. And then it's just having a website and going to networking events if you're comfortable with doing that, and bringing business cards and speaking to people so that people know you as the go-to person or the go-to company for XYZ. And then I left the workforce when I had about 10 consistent customers that were paying me. And it was like a fraction of what I was making full time, but I didn't care. I was just like, it's now or never. And then as the years go by, you would hope that you make more money. But saving and having a good accountant and investing is very, very important when you're trying to do all this.
No, definitely 100%. And I know for a lot of people, including myself, even thinking of taking that leap where it's like, okay, I'm leaving my full-time job that I know I'm getting paid, even if I don't necessarily put in as much work as I should be, I'm still getting a paycheck at the end of the day. And just leaving that, I guess, that safety net and being like, okay, I'm betting on myself. I know what I'm capable of, and I know if I put in all the effort that everything that's meant for me is going to come. What would you say some of your biggest challenges was when you actually decided to make that leap?
I probably have to say I was really nervous. I was afraid that if I didn't take breaks and if I didn't take lunches and if I didn't go on vacation for the first 2 years, I just do this thing like Michael Jordan with my Jordans on and just running fast. And I got burnt out after
Yeah.
2 years. It's not smart at all to
Yeah.
not go out with friends and not travel and not take a lunch and not take a break because self-care is important. And if you're the only person running your show and your mental health is going down the drain, the quality of your work is going to look the same. And how are you going to show up for other people in your life, your best friends, if you're married or if you're engaged or whatever the case may be. So take breaks, take lunches, go on vacation, bring your laptop with you if you have it like that, and just take care of yourself.
No, I love
Yeah.
that because it is so true. Like, especially when you're a business owner, you're creative, you're like, I can't stop. Like, if I stop, I'm gonna fall behind. But it's like what's meant for you is always going to be. And it's important to take those breaks because if you're not 100, what you're putting out isn't gonna be 100%. And your mental health is number one, not 11, number one. So I love that, and I definitely can relate with you on that because there was times where I'm like, no, I can't take a break. Oh, I can't. And I did burn myself out. And then I ended up having to take an even longer break than I needed to because I didn't take those small breaks in between. So guys, if you're a business owner, creative, even if you're just you have a full-time job, like make sure that you're also taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're taking time each and every day, I like to say, to do something for you, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's even just watching your favorite show on Netflix, or running yourself a bath. Like do something for yourself where you can just focus on you and you're not like, okay, let me get this done with work, even though I know it's easier said than done. um we got to try our best because our mental health is number one, and trust me, when you are 100, what you're putting out is also going to be 100. So, I guess the next question that I want to ask you is about personal branding. What does someone need to create their personal brand?
I think the first thing you want to think about, everyone on the line here, is your story. That could be why you started your business. It could be even a product that you decided to launch that's personal to you. And that's what makes you different compared to your competitors. I think a lot of small businesses, they worry about the Walmarts and the Amazons, which is true, but everybody's story is unique. That rags to riches story, that life-changing story, it doesn't even have to be business related. It could be something with your parents, and maybe your mom was working so hard and she, I don't know, passed away because of cancer. She had anxiety or something and she ended up, I don't know, in intensive care, and that made you think to yourself, I don't want to end up like my mom. So it's just like those stories, that the ugly stories are actually beautiful, and that's what will help you stand out from everybody else.
Definitely, like differentiation is so key. I think a lot of the time, as business owners, even as creatives, like we get stuck where it's like, oh, I need to create this because this is what's trending. This is what everyone wants. But at the end of the day, the people that have made breakthroughs, the people who have stood out, they challenged the norms. They challenged what was accepted at the time. So it's like that's why it's so important to be you, because you were created for a reason. Your circumstances shaped you into the exact person that you need to be. And that's why it's so important to really own who you are and run with it and be able to build your brand about it, because there is other people, I know that there's other people out there who can relate with your story. And it sucks, when we, especially in the social media era, it's like everyone's living their best lives. That's that's all we see. Everyone's living their best life, going on vacation, not as much anymore, but like, have all the top things, everybody's making money, everyone's happy and all that stuff. But that's not always the case. That's definitely not always the case. And I think it's important to share, our testimonies of where we've come and why we decided to create the things that we wanted to, because we saw that there was a lack in some way, and we wanted to create, like, to fulfill that gap and whatnot, and fulfill our purpose. And so I definitely hear that. How would you say that you have adapted to change in the past? And what is one example that you can give us?
Well, as soon as the beginning of the year hit, I actually started using a business kind of life coach.
Okay.
And we talk about everything. Like, we talk an hour. Well, we've been working together for the past 6 months. I'm going to work with him for another 6 months, but there's nothing wrong with getting help. There's no way that you can scale your business. There's no way you can become a better person if you have someone outside of your family and friends listening to your problems, listening to your fears, your doubts, and really making you accountable to improve. And it's something I should probably be sharing with everybody else, but I realize I can't do this alone, and it's a little expensive, but getting a mentor or a coach is one of the best things that you can do, and not even just for work or business, for your relationships, for your personal growth. There's no way that you can scale if you don't have a mind, like a mastermind of successful people that are in the position that you want to be, or someone on the inside, outside again, who's unbiased and neutral, who's going to be honest with you and tell you, you really shouldn't be thinking like that when this happens. You should look at it like this or do this. So additional help is helpful, everybody, on why.
No, definitely. And I can definitely agree with you on that, because actually, I don't know how many months it's been, probably like 4 months. I actually got myself a coach as well that I connect with. Yeah. And it's been such an incredible experience, because not only am I learning so much about myself and what I want to do, but I'm also being held accountable. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I really need that accountability, someone being like, oh, okay, so we met 2 weeks ago. Did you do what you said you were going to do? And I'm like, oh, snap. Here I am, like, right before the session, like, let me make sure I don't want to let her down and stuff. But it is so amazing, because even just gaining the insight I need, because it's not even like she's giving me the answers, she's bringing them out of me and stuff. And just being in those environments where you're just focused on you and what you want to do, it's amazing what can come out, because you're like, oh my gosh, like, this was in my head. This was in my mind. Like, I came up with this. Like, what? It's incredible. So no, I definitely agree with you. If y'all can get a life coach, any type of coach, really, depending on what you do, it is definitely worth it. Is it a little bit of money? Definitely, but you definitely get a return on your investment. There's a lot of stuff that you come out with. Like, I know from my experience, like, it has been absolutely incredible. I've been able to really pinpoint, okay, this is what I want to do. This is where I need to go. And this is what I need to do to get there. So I definitely hear you on that. So we can relate. What would you say some of your favorite marketing tools are?
That's a good question. I really like Facebook Creator Studio, because you can toggle between Facebook. You can log into Facebook and use Instagram and schedule your posts. Other than that, I love Canva. I use Canva all the time.
Y'all, if you aren't on Canva yet, you're missing out. I tell everyone about Canva. It's my best friend.
The premium, it's so easy. You can put in a word house or dreams or love, and it'll just come up with like some really great designs. You don't have to pay a graphic designer.
Right.
What else do I like? I think those are my top two right now. Yeah.
No, guys, I love Canva. If you've had a conversation with me about business, you know that I've told you about Canva, because I am obsessed. And like you said, the premium, it's incredible what you can do, like the background remover. Now you can, like, it's just, I love Canva, y'all. All of the exposed posters recently I've made on there, okay? And I'm very, very impressed with myself with it. And it's super, super easy as well. And I think it's like 17 bucks a month for premium, which honestly, with how much you can do with it, and how many different things you can use it for, it is so worth it because I create my resume on there too. Like they have amazing templates. Yeah. And like even you can like create like little like animations and all that good stuff. Like I freaking love Canva, yo. Like I could have a whole entire episode about how much I love Canva. But guys, I hope you wrote those down. If not, we are going to throw them down below after so you guys can check out those tools if you're a creative business owner or if you are just, you know, out there and you're like, I want to learn how I can like brand myself. I want to learn how I can create some really cool content. We're going to put it down below. Don't fret. But I guess what would you say, going back to working with your clients and whatnot, what would you say that your main goal is for all of your clients?
I just want them to like step away from either a consulting session or like actually improve, like see the slow progress of A, before we work together, and then B, the end result. Marketing, it's so technical these days, and not because of technology, but our mindset is shifting. Like how we were thinking in January, consumers are thinking differently now because we're now in a fourth wave. We might have another shutdown. Are people going to spend more time on Instagram? Are people going to spend more time on TikTok? The answer is yes. So all those old school 2019 things, or even in January things that we were doing, sometimes we have to throw it out. And I'll just give you an example. With Instagram Reels, I remember I started out, the numbers were okay, and it was like hit or miss, but I'm noticing now that people like the transition videos. And sometimes I don't do transitions on purpose because I know it's going to work, but sometimes I just want to give people something a little different that's a little slow. Yeah. But I know now transition in January wasn't that cool. Now when I do transitions, I'm getting like 2,000-3,000 views, and I do that maybe like once a week, but I try not to pander to the algorithm, but it's just everything's about testing and seeing what works and throwing out what doesn't, even if you're emotionally attached to XYZ, for example.
No, definitely. And I'm going to say it again, like you are killing it on the social media game, like with your TikToks, with your reels, like you are always creating. And I love to see it because not only are your videos fun, but they're also so informative. Like the way that you just give out free knowledge, like guys, go and follow YEG Marketer. Like I promise you, you will not regret it because the information that she has, like she has so much expertise in the marketing and branding sector that you are going to want to follow what she is doing and hear the insight that she has to share because it is some incredible things. And I know for myself, it is very difficult for me to make reels and all that stuff. Like I literally like get frustrated because I'm like, okay, and then I just do something. I'm like, I have to start over. Like I delete it or something. Like I don't know. I'm like, I'm trying to do better. But guys, if someone wants to do social media for Expose, send us a DM. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Like you are honestly killing it. Like I just love to see all of your content that you put out. Like, and I just want to say on behalf of the community, thank you for always being so open to sharing, you know, so much insight with us because it is so appreciated. But I guess I know everyone here is like, okay, how do we contact you? So I guess can you share with our viewers and our listeners how they can contact you and really get in touch with you to access your services?
Yeah, on TikTok and Instagram, you can find me at YEG Marketer, YEG Marketer. On Twitter, YEG Writer. My name on LinkedIn is Makita Waterman, 2 words, 1 last name. And yeah, that's it. I'm also pretty active on YouTube, not as much though. Top Writing Services Inc., you'll find me there, but I'm definitely more active on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. That's where I hang out most of the time.
No, that's awesome. So guys, You already know there's many ways to reach out to her and access her services and just get help and also just gain insight into how you can, you know, better brand yourself, better market yourself, and all that good stuff because it is so important, especially in this day and age. Especially like you said, with us possibly, I'm hoping, I rebuke it in Jesus' name, that we go into another lockdown. But you know, if we do, at the end of the day, we have to be ready to adapt to that. And so it's super important. It's super important. I know that you have done such an incredible job, even with our first set of lockdowns and stuff like that. Like you have stayed consistent, you have stayed active, and you have just adapted to everything that has come your way. And so I definitely admire you for that because you are so hardworking and you do not let anything stop you from getting your message out there and just staying on your grind. So yeah, I admire you for that. One of the reasons. um, but I know that you are working on a couple things. So can you tell us what kind of content and stuff that you have coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I would literally wake up every morning on Saturday, like literally at 6:30, because that's when the sun starts rising. And that sunshine, that's not a filter. That's like the sun popping out on a Saturday morning when everyone's sleeping. And so I just want to try to do more transitions, and because I know that's what they like on Instagram Reels. Yeah. I try to just really listen to like the top TikTok songs and favorite them, and try to just go with the groove of what the Gen Z and the millennials like on the app and share that on different apps. But I'm just going to start doing more storytelling, role playing by myself. I've got no one to role play with right now, but maybe I'll have a big budget. So
like, hit me up.
And yeah, just role playing, transition, storytelling. You'll be seeing more of that with me on, at least on Instagram and TikTok these days.
No, I love that. I love that. Like I said, guys, she's doing so much, and you guys are going to want to connect with her and just follow her for such amazing tips. And I know you have something going on tomorrow. So can you share what you have going on tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow, everyone, I'm going live on Instagram. I'm going to be talking about some of the top marketing mistakes companies experience, not just the what, but how to fix them. I'm always open to questions. Tomorrow will be 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's 5 p.m. Pacific Central Time. So join me on Instagram tomorrow on Friday.
So guys, tap in, business owners, like, come on, this is free game right here. Like, I don't know how much better it can get at this point. Like, this is incredible, like incredible. I guess my last question that I will ask you before we open up the floor, just to see if anyone has any questions. So y'all, if you have questions, you can start typing them down below. And also, if you guys are like, I have a business owner friend or a creative that I know can benefit from this, quickly send this over to them and let them know to quickly ask a question. But the last question that I have for you is, what advice would you give someone who's just starting out with their business or their creative art?
I'd say focus more on who you're trying to communicate with your music or your product and your service. Get down to the nitty gritty. And I'm very, very serious about this because I was saying last Friday, I used to live in Miami, and we had all the kinds of Spanish speaking people. We had the Cubans, we had the Dominicans. So if your audience base is Spanish, there's street Spanglish, there's Spanglish, there's Spanish that mixed with English, there's the informal. That's like the street Spanish. There's the formal, if you're speaking to somebody who's older and respectful. So if you're going to have a target audience, don't just think, okay, I'm going to target moms and, you know, they really like cooking in the kitchen. Get very specific, because if you don't know who you're talking to, it's going to be difficult to target them. And then the other thing I would say is just have humility. People are going to challenge you, especially if you're getting on TikTok. The trolls are real on TikTok. I feel like the Instagram community is very, very nice, but we got young kids, teenagers who are going to roast you. Don't take it personal. And just when you're at the end of the night, if you have the time, look at your content and ask yourself, what can I do better tomorrow? What feedback are people giving me? How can I just show up in a bun with no makeup? People don't really care how you look. So just show up authentically as yourself. And the more you kind of get into the groove of who you're talking to and not really caring about the trolls and just experimenting with your content, around this time next year, you should be a pro. It takes time, but you can do it. You can do it.
No, I love that, guys. You can do it. Yes, I love it. I love it. And honestly, it is so true. Like, just get started and be consistent and really deep dive, like every single day, self-reflect. Like, self-reflection is so important, because I think a lot of the times we can be stubborn and looking back and being like, okay, that wasn't the best thing that I could have done. I can do better, and whatnot. Like, we have to be, critical with ourselves to be like, okay, I can improve here. Like, it's, yeah, it was good and whatnot, but I can do better. I didn't get the reach or the return that I was looking for. How can I tweak it? And stuff, and just asking yourself those questions every single day, being like, okay, I want to be better. I want to be my absolute best self. And a lot of the times when we're doing like our own businesses, it's something that we're passionate about. Um, so I think that actually works to our advantage, because it's something that, can also benefit us, because there's a reason that you are pursuing what you are. There's a reason that you got called to that. And just remembering that. And also, you used to live in Miami and you're here. Like, I don't know how you do it the winters, because I've been here and I can't. So yeah, no, like, that's all I'll say about that, yo. I know you guys were thinking the same thing. But does anybody have any questions and whatnot? Feel free to drop them down below. This is your opportunity for some free game. You know what I mean? And like I said, guys, please, please, please go and follow YEG marketer, sorry, Makita. Like, she is doing incredible things. Like, go and check out her live tomorrow. And I know that you do lives actually quite often. So guys, you guys are going to want to follow her. And what is it? Turn on your posts and notifications. I'm like, what is it again? This is how you know I need to learn more, guys. I'm learning. I'm following YG marketer. But let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything, because I'm like, yes, I am loving this. But yeah, like, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you so much for taking the time just to really deep dive into what you're doing, and how we can better ourselves with our business and our creative arts, because it's not easy. It's not easy to be your own boss. It's not easy to take that first step where you're being vulnerable, because it's you, authentically you. And that can be hard. And just like you said, like on TikTok and stuff, there's people who are not going to like what you're doing, and that's going to be always. Sometimes they're going to be more vocal than others, but really just staying focused on your goal and where you're wanting to go with it, because at the end of the day, no one can stop you from getting exactly where you need to be. And so I really want you guys to remember that. Actually, a question that I'll ask you, I know I didn't tell you I was going to ask this question, but it's a question that I love asking. Would you recommend any businesses or creatives for us to go and check out here in the community?
That's a good one. I think Jasmine Star, she's pretty big. She used to be a wedding photographer. Now she's business coach, social media coach.
Okay.
If you're raspy and you like people who tell it like it is, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's from New York, everybody. So he's going to give it to you straight up. He's not going to sugarcoat anything like a Canadian. He will tell you straight up. And he talks a lot about business and, just doing things. If you have to quit your job, if you have to move back into your parents' basement, do it during these days and times. Who else do I like? I think those are my top two favorite marketers.
No,
Yeah.
I love that. See, guys, like this is free game right here. Like, and do not worry, we're gonna put it all down below if you guys missed it. But I hope you guys gained a lot of insight from this because I know I sure did. Makita, thank you so much for coming on here again. Like, it is always a pleasure chatting with you. And learning more about what you're doing, and especially for our community, because like yeah, like I said, you're always on the go. You're always creating new content. You're always coming out with new stuff. And like it isn't easy. Like I know, like even creating, like guys, I use the same template, y'all. Okay, Canva. And it's still like it can get a lot, but always creating new content, that is a whole hustle in its own. So amazing work that you are doing. Like on behalf of the community, thank you for all that you do. We love you, we appreciate you, and you are incredible. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much again for joining us for episode freaking 22 of the Expose Weekly.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, Daisy, and everybody on the line. And yeah, stay safe, everybody. And thanks for joining in tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye.
Guys, that was YEG marketer Makita. Like, she is incredible. Like, I don't know about y'all, but there is some incredible things that was shared. And guys, if you're a business owner, you are creative, you're going to want to tap into her. You're going to want to give her a follow. You're going to want to check out what she is working on, tap into her lives. Because like I said, guys, it is free game. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like this is great. Like this is so great. I'm gonna remind y'all, guys, tomorrow is Fresh Friday. Okay, so please make sure that you send in what you are doing in the community, okay, because we want to share it. If you have an event coming up, you have music that you just released, you have a new piece that you put out, whatever it is, even if you just want to share your business, it doesn't even have to be something that's like new right now. Okay, we just want to get out there the incredible things that are happening in the community, because I am always in awe of all that you guys do. Like I really am. And guys, again, if you would like to be featured on our page, please reach out to us. You can reach out to us on Instagram, or you can send us an email at exposeyeg at gmail.com. Okay, but guys, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Episode 22. What? Like, you guys have been rocking with us. Like, we appreciate you guys so much. Like, YG, we love you. We love you here at Exposed. A couple things actually. C Tribe X Music, we are going to be starting our music competition pretty soon here. And you guys are definitely going to want to tap into it. So make sure you guys go follow C Tribe X Music. Also, guys, take time for yourself. Okay, take a break, like Makita said, like take a break for yourself, so you can breathe, that you can enjoy yourself, you know, because as much as, yeah, we want to go, we also need to recharge and refuel. You know what I mean? Your car can't drive forever. You're gonna have to gas up. So make sure that you are gassing up, because if not, you're going to be burnt out, and you're gonna have to call the tow truck, and you know how long those tow trucks take. Okay, but guys, stay amazing, stay creating, growing, and connecting. We cannot wait to be back with you guys next Thursday. We are actually pretty booked for Expose Weekly. We will be going like every single Thursday. I'm pretty sure we're booked up all the way until November. So we're going to be back here every single Thursday. So make sure that you guys are following us. Share this with your friends who are business owners, creatives, entrepreneurs, all that good stuff, because we are going to be meeting so many amazing community leaders, hearing different stories, and just gaining different insight into how we can all grow together and how we can connect. But guys, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay amazing, and we will see you guys back next Thursday for Expose Weekly episode 23. Okay, y'all? See you.